106.7 KROQ is KROQ, LANOC's alternative rock. That is brand new, Rise Against.
Play it again.
And it's called The Violence.
Play it again.
Well, we will play it again, but we have Tim McIlrath on the phone with us now. Hi, Tim.
Hey, guys. How we doing?
We're so excited to have new Rise Against.
I'm super excited to give it to you. It's funny, and the first time I heard it was just on hold on my phone just now.
That's the first time you heard it?
Well, I've heard it before.
Okay. I was thinking that was the case.
The first time somebody else has played it. Was an interesting way to hear it.
You've been really sort of cryptic in this rolling out to this album. You put up a website where people have to go decode songs and they come up with the song titles and stuff. Are people pretty much right on with the stuff they're decoding?
Yeah. The fans are incredible at how smart they are and how fast they figure that stuff out. You know, it blows me away to watch the labor intense fandom that goes into some of this decoding. The
first thing that I saw about this song and this album was somebody saying, "Did Rise Against just tease that they have a new song coming out on the 20th?" And that's when I started going back and looking and seeing what's going on. So that's the name of the song, The Violence. The name of the album is Wolves, and it comes out June 9th. And we do want to announce right now that if you like that song, The Violence by Rise Against, you can right now download it from wherever you get music. It's available.
Absolutely.
It's available as of right this second. Tell us about the album. Is it very much like this song?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if the song is indicative of the whole record, but the song in its directness and its rawness and its no frills, kind of just stripped down, that is indicative of what the record is about. And each song kind of has a different flavor, but this one kind of just cut straight through. You know, we didn't really we got down to business and just put these tracks out there, and they're all right in your face. You know, they're not tapping your shoulder. They're kind of punching you in the nose.
Right?
I think we need that now.
No kidding.
I really do.
I believe so, too.
How do you guys go about deciding if it's time to put out an album? Do you record music and write music all the time, and then you have enough so you decide, or you have a deadline? How do you do it?
Yeah, this is now our 8th record. That's how we used to do it. We used to just go on the road and then come back and write music and then go back on the road. And now we go on the road and we come back, and when we're ready to see each other again, then we start writing music and get back into it. Because when you're on the road, you want to get home. When you're home, you want to get back on the road. So as soon as we want to get back on the road, we're like, let's do this. I got some ideas, you know. And this, you know, being a band like Rise Against in the year 2016 and 2017, you know, there's a lot of low-hanging fruit.
Right. I'm picking up what you're putting down, Tim.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So there was a lot of stuff we wanted to start weighing in on.
One of your songs, if I'm not mistaken, is called a BS song, but you use the word. That's an interesting song title.
Yeah, and you know, it's funny because I always was anticipating this moment when I had to talk about this song on radio, where I can't say the word.
Right.
Yeah, but one of those songs that we just. It's funny, too, because it's a strong song, and I love it, too. And of course, we just write songs. We don't think about whether they're going to be singles or on the radio. But the second the label heard it or people heard it, they were like, wait, this song, it's good, but you can't say that word. Can we change it? Like, well, no. That's kind of the entire DNA of the song rests on that word alone. So
right.
Change it, you know. Sorry. You know? So, yeah.
You should hear the conversations we have with our lawyers about that kind of stuff. It's great.
It's not pleasant. It's not pleasant at all.
I bet lawyers make things real interesting. We wanted to make an entire album of the artwork of the stolen Yahoo passwords from the Giant Leak. And, we had an interesting conversation with our lawyers too about that.
Talking about your music and the way people react to it. Of course, there are favorite songs. I was online last night and I saw a bunch of lists of the top Rise Against songs and the ones that they like the most. Are there songs sometimes that you write, you put on an album, and they just don't seem to resonate, but you love?
Absolutely. There are songs that the four of us just, whether they are chosen as singles or not, we just insist on playing them live because we just can't get enough of them. There's a song called Survive, an old record that we've always just kind of, no matter what, we played it live. And what's interesting is that it slowly became a favorite. It slowly became a song that I think our passion for it, indicated to the crowd, like, oh, this is a song that means something to these guys, and it became one of those songs. And then vice versa, you have songs that are buried on records that...
Now, when you say buried on records, is that just because you're not necessarily feeling it that strongly, or what does that mean?
I look at like something like a single or a lead-off track as like the gateway drug to Rise Against, right? I want to have this song be the song that like gets you into Rise Against. Then there are other songs that may be like a deeper cut that I think is something that either is for the existing fan, somebody who understands us,
I got you.
But not necessarily like the first impression that you want to hear. And so I also think that the way people consume music is so much different. Where when I was young, a song being at the end of a record didn't really matter because I was listening to the entire record anyway.
Right.
You know, or even the song that was the first song of the B side of the cassette. You know,
right.
That was just as important as the first song on the A side.
Dude, we're so old.
And nowadays, if you put a song close to the end of the record, it's like it either matters because people aren't listening to it front to back, or it even doesn't matter because like people are just hitting your stuff on shuffle anyway. But it's interesting to find the songs that find daylight are always. We were just talking about this last night in rehearsal actually, because we were looking at like what people are sort of listening to and kind of surprised, like, oh, people love this song more than they love this song that we thought was more popular. Like, that's interesting.
Isn't it crazy seeing that instant gratification, that type of thing online now? Like when you first started, you would never know if something hit until you were live seeing their faces. But now you see it within minutes online if somebody liked something or didn't.
Yes, that is, yes. It's like instant gratification, or it's instant, complete destroying of your world if they hate it.
No big deal. It's just soul crushing.
Good or bad.
Yeah, right. Yeah, good or bad. Yeah. I think my general motto is like, don't read the comments. You know, just keep doing what you're doing and put it out there. And if you're confident in it, you know, it'll resonate with somebody.
We're talking to Tim McIlrath about Rise Against and the brand new song that we just played called The Violence, and the brand new album called Wolves that comes out June 9th. Let's talk about touring. You're going to tour this summer with Deftones.
Absolutely.
For, it looks like a month, right?
Yeah.
And you're also playing next Wednesday. You're playing at the Troubadour, which is sold out, but you're also, which is not hard to sell out. But you're also playing the Shrine Thursday, July 13th. And tickets, the pre-sale is today at 10 a.m. at AXS.com. 10 a.m. this morning, the pre-sale for the show at the Shrine. Tell us about getting back on the road again and the rehearsal that goes into that.
So I'll let you know, I'm on my way to rehearsal right now.
Okay.
It's 7:15 in the morning.
I know. Well, someone made me call a radio station really early, so I gotta get in my car.
Well, those people suck.
Right? Get rid of them.
I know. Luckily, it's only 9:15, or it's already 9:15 in Chicago, so I got
Okay.
All right.
Later than you guys. But so yeah, it's funny you asked because we're in the middle of rehearsal right now. We were there last night for a long time, putting together these sets. We're doing some cool like free shows, the House of Vans in Chicago, the House of Vans in Brooklyn, and then also the Troubadour in Los Angeles. We're creating the set list. We're playing these smaller venues that we haven't played in a long time. And as we were creating the set list, we kept on going back to the chalkboard and trying to figure out, you know, what songs were we playing when we were playing these size rooms? You know,
right.
When we were playing this size room, and what songs we want to bring back in that environment? Because it's been a while since we played these sort of like 500 cap rooms, you know.
Right.
And so it's hard, you know. Like, you have 8 records, you have fans who have come into your band at multiple different, you know, points in your career, and trying to figure out which songs, the old ones, the new ones, the singles, the deep cuts, the B-sides, the covers, and then cram it all into, you know, like 90 minutes or so. It's a tricky thing, and you know, we kind of just follow our gut, and we're doing that pretty much as we speak.
It's sort of a nice problem to have, though, isn't it? To have a lot to draw from and figure out.
Is. And it's also guess and test. You know, we'll create a set list here today in Chicago. We'll play it this weekend in Brooklyn and LA, and we will then figure out what worked, what didn't work. Like, what songs were weird to play back to back, you know, or where did we lose the crowd, or what song that we didn't play was the kid in the front row screaming the entire night, you know.
Sorry, I was just watching it, Alex.
Sorry.
Hey, on your website, I have to bring this up, and I apologize if you're a big-time hockey fan. I assume you are.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Right?
Do we have to talk about this?
I mean, because on your website, you have limited edition hockey jerseys.
You're a Blackhawks fan?
Oh, I'm talking.
No. Listen, I'm a Los Angeles Kings fan, so my team isn't even in the
not
playoffs.
even in.
So we're not thumbing our noses at you. We're just saying that's gotta hurt.
Oh man, some of my best friends are in LA, and they're obviously Kings fans as well. So I was just talking to one of them last night, and he was like, "I almost feel bad for you, dude."
Right? That's pretty big because I thought we were doing the 1 year on, 1 year off thing pretty good between the two of our teams.
It's been heartbreaking. You know what's interesting too is that we made this record in Nashville, this last record.
Right.
And so I spent a lot of time there, and I went to some of the Predators games, and I would go see the Hawks when they came into town.
Right.
And you know, it became like just being there. It became like a rival team just for me, and so I was just like watching the Predators. Oh, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Way to go,
Okay,
Kevin.
right. I just
brought it all down.
I just had to bring it up because
now Tim hates us.
he's selling hockey jerseys on the website.
Yes. No, but that is true. We are doing that. That was something that we did. That just limited edition. You know, we did like 150 of them for fun, and then people could like personalize it with their last name and their own number and all that stuff. So we thought it was cool. It happens to be a heartbreaking day to talk about hockey.
I apologize. I mean, I sort of had to bring it up, but I apologize.
All right, good on you. Good on you.
Tim McIlrath from Rise Against. The new song is "The Violence." We'll be playing it again. Let's play it next. Can we play it again next? Let's play it again next.
Why not?
And the album is called Wolves. It comes out June 9th. You can download the single that we're playing, "The Violence," right now, wherever you download your music from or you stream it. And you can also pre-order the album right now. It comes out June 9th, and then the shows again are the Troubadour next Wednesday, and you're playing the Shrine. The pre-sale for that is today at 10 a.m. at AXS.com. Tim, we very much appreciate your time always when you stop by KROQ, and thanks very much.
Yeah, thanks for all your support, you guys, and everybody listening. Like everybody out there is insane in terms of how big a fan they are of Rise Against. So we definitely appreciate all the love that comes from your part of the country.
Thank you, Tim. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye now.